guys, let's see what we could do today. I need to get a new computer soon because this computer is pretty much dead now. It took forever just to turn on, gave me the blue screen of death, turned off, turned it on again. Took me forever to even just get online just to set up. But it looks like as soon as we are online, crypto seems to be flying. Litecoin's making a pretty nice little typical jump up. But crypto is like a roller coaster ride anyway, right? It just goes up some days, goes down, goes up. It just keeps shaking around. But one thing that's definitely been going up since this morning is AGRI. Pretty new stock, just got listed. Right, so July 8th, and then it has more than doubled pre-market. Sounds like an agriculture stock. Let me see. Yeah, intellectual property and technology company. AgriForce sounds a lot more like agriculture. Let's see what they're about. I might want to grab a position in this. When you see an IPO that's like killing it, it usually sounds like a good place to be. Wow, so they've had news on other things. Now they're listed here. They've had their moments. They've had their moments. They have definitely had their moments. Just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Okay, so far, it looks like it'll definitely keep going and break 8. But we'll keep an eye on it. So looking at ARPO, U1 once again, even last, I think 2 days ago, I got into U1 and was again able to sell it green. It's always been a green sell for me. Right? I've never had a day where I bought U1 and then had to sell it for a loss. And if I ever did sell it for a loss, it definitely didn't sell for a big loss because U1 has always been like something I'm always excited to buy. I don't have a problem buying U1. LMFA, Rail, and NVFY yesterday near the end of the day, they just started flying. It was pretty awesome. And like, I don't even know what to say. Like why they were flying or whatever, no one knows, or maybe somebody knows. But you know, they were definitely doing their thing. They went up pretty high. Not sure if they're gonna do that again today. But there's some hope for LMFA. It is on my list that if it breaks 550 at any point, then yeah, it'll keep going towards 6 again. Right, so that's what these tickers mean, right? So when you see something like you see here for LMFA, buy at 570, sell at 590, that's basically a hint that if it's reaching 570, that's when you know it's going to be going further. You know, whether or not you want to try buying it right now is up to you, but wouldn't really recommend it because at this point it's possible it'll just keep going down more. Ali shared a very interesting video with me. I watched it this morning when I was getting out of bed about Emrin having a pretty big squeeze. Okay, Litecoin, do you think? Emrin has been constantly a very interesting stock. Let me try to grab a position here real quick. I just want to get it at 8, maybe get 20 shares just to play along for the day. As soon as it comes down, if it comes down below 8, I'll grab a position there. Let me see, Emrin yesterday, I can't remember what time, but at some point it just randomly went up like $6-7 bucks. It was pretty insane. Yeah, can't even really tell here, but this was the moment. Right, so this was the moment right here early yesterday. Wow, yeah, before 11 a.m. It just went straight up $3 bucks. Right, and I'm pretty sure it had gone up higher than that, but the chart isn't showing it here. And then now today we're looking at it and it's looking pretty damn nice. Right? So This is how the morning has started, and it's still pointing up. But this is the 1 week chart from yesterday. So yesterday was definitely something. This point right here, and then after that, it hasn't really fallen down that hard. Pretty much maintained stability, if anything. Now we have to see what it does today. So we'll take a look. Although I would be careful buying it at a high price. Last time I sold a lot of it. So my last time buying it was at $12.45, about 20 shares, and then I got rid of all 220 shares at $19.25. So will I get to sell it again at $19.25? Maybe even higher. Sell it at 20. Who knows? Anything can really happen, but gotta be careful. AGRI, got my position at $8. Let's see where this goes to. What else is happening today? Right, GALT and RSLS are also looking like big players, right? So let's close. Is rail pointing up? It might. Rail is looking green. I also grabbed the position in AMC. So remember yesterday we were talking about how AMC, the last time AMC was at $40, which was right here, it flew to 60. And yesterday it actually did end up doing it, which was very saddening, because I wish I had actually grabbed it when it was down here, right? So yesterday I started the day at around right here, right, $40, and throughout the day it flew to nearly approaching $50, a nice $10 run. It's pointing up today too. I look forward to this continuing its run to 60 again. My last times I've sold it at 60 twice already in the past, and AMC is one of those money printing stocks that's pretty much just flying every day, right? So you well, not every day, but flying every time it's down. Every time it's ever down, it flies. Reshape Life Sciences got renovated again, and it's done that before. It's doing it again today. What is their thing again? I forget what they're so popular for. This is the second time I'm seeing them kind of boom in a short period of time. Moves lab band manufacturing to the United States. So they've made, so they're like something for exercise. Okay, interesting. I don't see that as something that would really make them. So this lab band is what they're famous for. Okay, I guess that's nice. And then the other thing that's been flying, a lot of alerts about this, Galectin Therapeutics. What do they do? Drug research and development to create new therapies for fibrotic disease, severe skin disease, and cancer. Okay, so those are all relevant. Those are all definitely topics that are somewhat important. This is even better. Positive data from a trial for cancer. What kind of cancer? Phase 1. So when you see something is already flying in phase 1, you look forward to following their research and grabbing them as they approach phase 2 and stuff like that, because those are going to be even more big moments. And it looks like they're working with skin cancers, right? Melanoma. Melanoma used to be fatal. Nowadays, there's a lot more you can do for it, and there's better ideas to actually try to help. So better ways for also identifying it. People are taught better, so it doesn't really go unseen. Oftentimes what happens with melanoma is that a lot of patients tend to get melanoma in a place where no one can really see it, and then they don't realize they have it. GALT flew this morning, then settled around 4. Yeah, I'm guessing it was higher than this pre-market. Pre-market booms, man. I personally am not a huge fan of pre-market booms. Like, I find it a little unfair because people need to sleep, right? Like, what do you mean? Even if, like, I see the people that I follow, some of them are professional, well, not professional, but like that is their career. They're like lifetime or 24/7 day traders, and they're actually up 4 a.m. trading. I'm just like, what? Yeah, I saw from the article. That's very true. They only wrote one thing in the article that went well, right? And that often happens though, because it is a phase one trial. So in a phase one trial, you can't really have too many people, and that's one of the key things to keep in mind. A phase one trial is like 10 raised to the power of 1, which is just 10. So that means you can only have about 10 people, which really isn't enough to really run a trial. In phase one, you don't try to see how much the medicine helps. In phase one, you're actually trying to see if the medicine does any harm. So that's kind of what you want to understand there when it goes to, um, just talking about phase one trials in general. TBLT. It's always nice to see what people are talking about here. The website that has penny stocks, where was it? One of these browsers? Trending stocks. I don't think they have a breakdown for penny stocks per se. I just look through these things to grab stuff, that's all. Get some news in. And I'm liking what I'm seeing in terms of some of these. I'm going to copy and save these right here just to have it. Let's list that group. And what is this? JPW. That was a TBLT. TBLT. That's interesting. I haven't really heard anything about it, but it's a penny stock, which is nice. I'm gonna save that list right there. It's on the server now. So yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with only one person showing results, because in phase one you're not really trying to see results. The real issue in phase one is whether or not it does any damage to the person. AGRI is looking like it's coming down too, so we'll have to wait and see if it does decide to go up more, maybe once the market opens up. Also got some of my calls that are going to expire today. Surprising to see Apple actually going down, but I didn't pick up much. I just have one contract at 144, one contract at 145. My most successful thing was getting 20 contracts at one point, which was really awesome. That went the best. Let me see if we can see it here. Yeah, this right here. Alright, so I picked up a bunch of contracts at 121 roughly. Right, 20 contracts at 121. And then I was able to sell them at around 173. So that was a huge jump. And that was a 143 call. The last few days has been a pretty red market, so it's a little weird. That's why I only bought one contract. And I've owned 20 shares for the longest time, ever since $121. So these two calls will probably expire red, but that's okay. But there's still some hope. We'll see. Maybe it'll come back up today. Emrin on 19. CARV was huge yesterday. Insane stuff yesterday. It went from a $10 stock, had a nice boom pre-market, and then even after the market opened, went all the way to 30, effectively tripling. And then it allowed people to even scalp it if anyone was trying, and then it just died near the end of the day. And today we're seeing it went from about 20 to almost 30 again. Right, so it's already up quite a bit. I'm pretty sure it'll make it to 30. What it'll do for the rest of the day, I'm not sure about. We'll have to wait and see. But it is looking very strong. I mean, it's possible it'll go up much more. What did I do yesterday with CARV? I bought it at 34.79, sold it at 35.89. That was also near the peak of where it went to. It didn't really go much higher than that. But I wish I had more to spend. Let me see. Try grabbing 10 of it again. Try to see what I get. Oh no, I forgot. I hate that. I forgot to check the box. No, 10. Oh, it looks like I'll probably get a better deal. Alright, so $29.67. That's fine. I'm gonna try to see, maybe take this to like $30. If it hits 30 though, it'll probably keep going, so I'm not gonna submit a limit sell right now. But we'll see what happens with this. We've got a couple charts someone just shared, and AgriForce, Jupiter Wellness, Newegg is crazy, man. Newegg, I'm sort of sad I missed Newegg. Like, I really wish I didn't miss Newegg. That would have been bomb. That would have been so bomb. Like, it's like the new AMC. I got to ride AMC when it flew up. Would have been fun to ride Newegg up too, but I really didn't see that coming. For the most part, I wasn't even really watching until it already hit 30. And when Newegg hit 30, there was a chance anything could happen. It could come back down, or it could keep going. The chances of it having gone to 70 were not that insane, but it did. It went to 70 twice the same day. I'm also not sure what this MMAT is. This thing randomly showed up on my portfolio. Really not sure what that is. I'm not sure if some stock I owned disappeared or something, or it's not even loading. Okay, and it's like a glitch or something, because I couldn't find anything about it. I have 40 shares of MMAT, whatever that is. But when I try opening it, there's nothing to show. So that's kind of weird. But as opposed to yesterday, these are a lot of green upwards movement. So let's hope we can end the week strong, and then see what happens next week. We have 8 more minutes until the market does open. Then we get to see what's popping today. Yesterday, for the longest time during the day, there were other stocks that were up here, and near the end of the day, Sphere 3D took first place with 15 million volume. That was very surprising to me, out of nowhere. I checked them out. There's nothing really crazy about them, so I'm not really sure why they were number 1 on this list when you list it in terms of volume. But it was a massive trending stock, a trending stock no one was really talking about, which is the other thing. Like, it's a and Y, Sphere 3D. They got a lot of volume yesterday, but it's not like they really like flew or anything like that. It's pretty decent green moment for them right there, but it wasn't crazy, I would say. I feel like we're so used to insane jumps that I'm not noticing it, but this is actually pretty nice. It went from 280 to 340, so that's not that bad. It has moment. It's coming back down. I'm just not sure why. I didn't see any news or anything like that. So it did do something though. AGRI kind of stalling. CARV broke 31. It's going to keep going. Wish I had more to buy of it, but it's okay. That's a pretty safe buy. I'll try to grab it in my webull as well. I treat my webull as a little account, so I have not much in there, but I'm trying to grow that one into a bigger account by really only buying safe things. So this is definitely one of those that we all kind of know will fly, right? CARV in here as well. Yeah, that is true. A lot of people in webull are talking about how pumping pre-market is the best thing because SEC can't halt pre-market. I mean, I get that. That's kind of why people buy things near the end of the day. Like, had I bought this at closing yesterday and picked it up around 24 or something, I would have had a nice morning to wake up to, where I would continue holding on to this. So that's the concept you grow to learn as you continue trading. That there are some stocks that will get kind of messed up. SEC was working overtime yesterday. They were halting everything left and right, non-stop. By the end of the day, though, you know, when all the halt damage is done and the stock is coming downwards, if you have true faith in that stock, you go ahead and buy it, and then you chill and wait. You watch and see what it does the next morning, and more than often, you'll wake up to a nice morning, as long as you have faith in the stock. But don't just buy off of faith. Make sure you check what they're doing and stuff. I'm surprised Newegg didn't die out. It's actually been it's doing very much what AMC did, which is having a big boom, having a more stable boom, both on the same day. Both of these hills are from the same day, and then maintaining some level of support rather than falling back down to like trash. That's insane. A literal $10 stock. It's always been around $10 for all its life. As famous as Newegg is as a website too, Newegg is an extremely popular website. All people that build computers, have gaming computers, stuff like that. Even I bought things from Newegg a long time ago. It's just a thing. My best friend's computer that he built at home, he bought everything from Newegg too. And I had no idea they existed as a stock, or I would have definitely grabbed some of it. Because it's always nice to grab a stock that looks really stable like that. You know, you're not going to lose your money. And if things go well, you'll make money. And Newegg was a successful company. I just never knew they really existed. I never back to check. And then here you are. I look forward to grabbing another one of those kinds of booms one day. The only time I got to ride that was with AMC. And I'm with AMC today with 20 shares. Looking forward to a movement towards 60 today. Let's see what happens with that once the market opens. Yeah, LMFA is moving again, right? Already gone up from 22 to 59. Pretty big movement right there as well. Anyone that was swinging T-bill just got a massive jump out of it. Okay. AGRI's like on a way down. I'm gonna try to. No, I'm gonna wait and see what this does once the market opens. That's looking pretty good. CARV will probably hit that 35 mark again today too. 35.89. I'll try to see if I can sell it at 36 today. It's looking pretty decent. MRIN is looking pretty strong as well. It looks like it's about to make a run for 20. But I'd be very careful because this already had a nice run yesterday. Right now, the chances of it jumping to 24 and all that, it's possible, but it's also very much possible it'll just die out. I think it's more likely it'll die out, so you gotta be very careful with that. Okay, neg. Well, market has opened. Let's see what they do. Now it's market time. Things will either continue to fly or die. So, oh, okay. Very volatile moment. If you're ever trying to buy right when the market is opening, be very careful. Use limit orders, use stop losses, because you don't want to get stuck. You don't want to get stuck with a bad price at some time. Emrin made it to 20. That's a very strong, fast jump also. AGRI halted on its way up. Wow. Interested in seeing what this does as soon as it unhalts. That's something. Look at CARV go. What a jump. That just went to 37 and came back down real quick. That was a little too quick. This is probably going to get halted very soon. I should probably submit a limit order for this to sell. 37. Let me see if it makes it to 37 again. I definitely want to sell it, so I'm going to submit that little limit order in just to get it done. Although it's not, I'm not too sure if it'll make it to 37 again, but let's see. But that was pretty nice to see. That's crazy, man. AMC is also coming back up. This is such a nice penny stock for anyone that was swinging this for whatever reason, because I can't really see a reason you would, besides the fact that it's a penny stock. That's, I guess that's a good enough reason to swing it. Very happy this morning, right? So that's good. Emrin doing good, about to hit 21. AGRI still halted. CARV looking hot. Very shaky, but looking hot. Damn it, go up to 37 again. Just do it. That was cute. Crypto looking pretty green this morning, but it's not green unless Bitcoin hits 40K. That's green. That's the green we all look forward to catching. It needs to hit 40K. We'll wait and see what this does when it unhalts, and then we could figure it out. We've got our little CARV chart. High of 38.57. Yeah, we got to see it hit that. While this is halted, let's see what's popping today. CARV is number 1 in volume. Not surprising. So that's good that we have our little position in there. Oracle was number 1 yesterday for the longest time, but it didn't really make much movement. Not sure why PayPal is here, but it's at a 2-day high. hopefully CARV is actually gonna make new big jumps today. Let's see. Let's see. They haven't been halted, which is very interesting. For the amount they're jumping, not getting halted, I'm pretty surprised. It's stabilized so much, I'm not sure if I really want to have that 37 limit sell there anymore, because now if it comes to 37 again, it might actually go on 40. Sphere 3D's #1 volume again this morning. Wow, how did it just accumulate that much? Whatever, this one right here, the #1 guy, whatever it is that they're doing, they're accumulating volume, but they're not really showing any crazy movements. Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess you would classify that as crazy. So in the last, since yesterday, it's up $1 basically, so that's pretty good. Not sure why though, but they're #1 volume. Pro antminers, okay. I wouldn't know enough to know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. I don't know how these people think it's gonna be that green. Like, it's nice to be bullish, but if you're gonna state that it's gonna double, give some reasoning. No reasoning whatsoever. Okay, they're saying it's gonna run. If it's gonna run, good for them. Unhalted, nothing crazy movement. Why even halted in the first place then? AMC sinking, okay. Apple looking shaky as fuck, which is very surprising for a very powerful and stable stock. But I guess that's it for today. So we'll see what we do. I have my position in CARV. I might just try to sell it at the 36 that I last sold it at, and enjoy my Friday. But I'm still free for another hour, so I'm gonna give it some time and see what's up. And yeah, good luck today, guys. And grab a good position in something before the day ends. See, maybe it booms on Monday, and then I will see you guys next week.